Kevin Spacey has recently opened up about his involvement in a 2002 trip to Africa with former President Bill Clinton and the infamous financier Jeffrey Epstein. This trip, which has garnered significant attention due to the high-profile individuals involved in the subsequent criminal charges against Epstein, was meant to be a humanitarian mission to promote AIDS awareness and prevention. However, the resurfacing of Epstein's flight logs, which included Spacey's name, has brought the trip back into the spotlight. During an interview on Piers Morgan Uncensored, Spacey provided detailed insights into his experience. He explained that he joined the trip through his friendship with Bill Clinton and was unaware of Epstein's reputation or the darker aspects of his life at that time. Spacey emphasized that his primary focus was the humanitarian mission, and he had no prior knowledge of Epstein or his since-convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. "I didn't want to be around this guy because I felt he put the president at risk on that trip to South Africa because there were these young girls," Spacey revealed, expressing his discomfort during the flights. "We were like, who is this guy?" This candid remark highlighted his unease with Epstein's presence and the young girls accompanying him, which he perceived as a potential threat to Clinton's safety. When probed further by Piers Morgan, Spacey reiterated that he had no idea who Epstein was when he boarded the plane for the 8-day humanitarian trip. He maintained that his participation was solely to support the Clinton Foundation's efforts in AIDS prevention and awareness. HuffPost has reached out to a representative of Bill Clinton for comment, but as of now, there has been no response. Spacey clarified his lack of association with Epstein, stating, "If you'd asked me in 2015, did I know a guy named Jeffrey Epstein, I probably would have said no." He explained that it was only later, through subsequent reports and his own investigation, that he realized the jet used during the trip belonged to Epstein, and that Epstein and Maxwell were on some of the flights. "I was with the Clinton Foundation people. That's who I was with," Spacey stated firmly, distancing himself from Epstein and Maxwell. He recounted the conclusion of the trip with a visit to Buckingham Palace, where Clinton had invited him to meet Prince Andrew, whose own connections with Epstein have been the subject of intense scrutiny. Reflecting on his interaction with Maxwell, Spacey mentioned, "This Maxwell woman, she was one of many people to sit down next to me in that throne room. I have no relationship with her. I had no relationship with Epstein. I mean, he's not my friend. I am not a confidant." He reiterated that he had never spent any personal time with Epstein and was not involved in his illicit activities. Epstein's arrest in July 2019 on charges of sex trafficking minors and his subsequent death in his New York prison cell the following month cast a long shadow over those associated with him. A representative for Clinton had previously stated that the former president knew nothing of Epstein's crimes and had never visited Epstein's notorious properties. Spacey himself has faced numerous allegations of sexual misconduct since 2017. While he has won some legal battles, including a 2022 New York jury ruling in his favor regarding accusations of molesting a 14-year-old actor in 1986, and a London jury finding him not guilty of 9 charges of sexual assault involving 4 theater actors, his legal troubles are not entirely behind him. He faces another trial in the UK next year over a 2008 sexual assault claim made by a British man. The resurfacing of these events continues to cast a shadow over Spacey's career, as he seeks to clarify his involvement and distance himself from the nefarious activities associated with Epstein and his circle.